interestingly enough, I was speaking to a chief accounting officer the other day who took me to task with this list. And he said, you know what's not on here? I went, well, there's plenty that's not on here, but what's important to you? And he said, you know, the most important thing still is business skills. You need to understand your business environment inside out. And I think, you know, I'm hoping that that's, I guess, implicit in everything that I'm saying here. But how do you develop those business skills? And how do you get coaching from the business?
Yeah, I think all the bullet points you have are part of business skills, even if you didn't explicitly put it as its own standalone point. So,
yeah. But it was interesting, wasn't it, in these days of absolute clarity that, you know, he went out and said, okay, well, you know, how do I develop those? And then I spoke exactly in the way that you spoke. I think you can break it down into these components. But as I said right at the outset of our discussion today, around the million new normals, being an agile and adaptable learner, you know, the world of learning has changed significantly in the last 5 or 10 years. You know, learning is ubiquitous. The ability to learn quick and fast and break it down and chunk it down in this digital environment is an absolute wonderful thing. So to be able to help and coach people just to be a little bit more adaptable around things that they might want to absorb, because ultimately that's going to provide agility of skill set, which means that when you look at that operating model and that shape that we discussed earlier on, Jack, it provides an opportunity to put people into different situations. And boy, I think there are going to be some continuing different situations in the future.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, who could have ever planned for what we're going through now, right? But the world is just less predictable than it ever has been. But the ability to adapt quickly, critical thinking, solve problems in real time, paramount for CFOs and their teams.